I died, choking on my own blood. The metallic tang flooding my mouth as the SUV's headlights bore down like twin demons from hell. Betrayed by the man I'd called family for a decade, my best friend since college, who sold me out for a corner office and a fat bonus, Ethan, with his Ivy League smile and serpent's heart. And in that final, gasping second, as the world blurred to black, I whispered a curse that echoed through the void. If there's a God, or a devil, or just blind fucking luck, give me one more shot. Let me go back and burn it all down.
Now.
Here I am, 32 again, staring at my reflection in the cracked bathroom mirror of my cramped Brooklyn walk-up. The date on my phone screaming September 15th, 2024, like a cosmic middle finger to the hell I'd just clawed out of. My heart hammers as I touch the faint scar on my collarbone from that stupid biking accident last year. The one that should have been a wake-up call but wasn't. Scarlett Hale, architect extraordinaire, rising star at Vanguard Dynamics, about to walk into the lion's den one last time. But this time, I know every lie, every backroom deal, every skeleton rattling in their closets. And I'm not playing nice anymore. The subway rattles me into Manhattan. The morning crush of suits and coffee breath, a familiar grind that once fueled my ambition. Vanguard's headquarters looms like a glass monolith on Park Avenue, all sharp angles and false promises. I flash my badge at security, still valid, thank Christ, and ride the elevator to the 42nd floor, where the air smells of ambition and printer ink. My heels click against the marble like gunfire as I head straight for the conference room. No coffee run, no small talk. Today, I end it before it begins. The team is already there, huddled around the scale model of the Hudson River Eco District project, my baby, the one that could redefine sustainable urban design in New York. There she is, Lena, my supposed ride or die from Parsons School of Design, laughing at something on her phone. And Ethan, my protege turned Judas, scribbling notes with that boyish charm that masked his greed. At the head, Victor Langford, CEO and kingpin, his silver hair impeccable, eyes like chipped ice. His son,
Bradley, spoiled brat extraordinaire.
28 going on entitled toddler, slouches in the corner, nursing a Red Bull and scrolling Instagram. Scarlett, you're late. Victor booms without looking up, his voice that perfect blend of paternal authority and corporate menace. In my old life, I'd have apologized, smoothed it over. Today, I smile, sharp as a switchblade. Traffic, I say, dropping my portfolio on the table with a thud that silences the room. But let's cut the bullshit. This project's hemorrhaging because Bradley's innovations are about as sustainable as a Kardashian diet. His carbon fiber facade proposal? It's a lawsuit waiting to happen, non-compliant with NYC screen codes. And it'll leach microplastics into the river faster than you can say class action. The room freezes. Lena's laugh dies in her throat. Ethan's pen stops mid-scribble. Bradley sits up, face flushing beet red. Excuse me? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Victor's eyes narrow. But there's a flicker amusement? Calculation? He knows. In my first go-round, this was the spark. Bradley, humiliated, whined to Daddy, who demanded I grovel or get the boot. I refused, resigned in a blaze of professional differences, and watched as Ethan slid into my spot, twisting my designs into his own Frankenstein while Lena whispered poison in every ear. They buried me in freelance hell. Then Ethan accidentally leaked my confidential emails to a rival firm, framed as corporate espionage. I lost everything. License suspended, reputation in tatters, drowning in debt. The final nail? That rainy night drive to a desperate meeting, when Ethan's tip-off sent the SUV careening into me. Not this time. Talking to you, Bradley, I reply coolly, flipping open my tablet to the offending blueprints. Your daddy's empire built on real estate shortcuts, not your fanfic engineering. Remember the Queen's high-rise collapse in 22? Your firm's fingerprints were all over the subpar materials. Coincidence. Victor's fork clatters against his plate. Wait.
No.
That's the projector humming to life as I sync my screen. I pull up archived city filings. Redacted emails I'd FOIA'd in my past life from a dingy library computer. Gasps ripple through the team. Lena's eyes widen. She knows I know. Scarlet, Victor says. Voice low. Dangerous. This is insubordination. Call it clarity. I shoot back. I'm not here to stroke egos. This project succeeds on merit, or it tanks. And if Bradley stays on, it tanks. Bradley lunges to his feet, knocking over his chair. You bitch.
Dad.
Fire her ass right now. Victor's gaze bores into me, weighing. In the old timeline, he'd side with blood, boot me out with a severance gag order.
Today,
I see the crack, his empire's teetering on EPA probes, whispers of bribery in the wind. Exposing Bradley's fuck-ups could shield him or sink him. Out, Victor snaps, pointing to the door. You're off the project until you apologize to my son. The words hit like déjà vu, a gut punch from the grave. My pulse roars.
do it.
A voice whispers grovel. Play the long game. But no. That's the path to ruin. I straighten, chin high. Then I'm out for good. I gather my things. Voice steady. Resignation effective immediately. And Victor?
Check your offshore accounts.
The feds love a good paper trail. I walk out to stunned silence, the door clicking shut like a guillotine. The elevator dings, and as it plummets, I exhale, free, finally. But freedom's just the start. Revenge? That's the symphony. Back in Brooklyn. My apartment's a time capsule, sketches pinned to walls. Takeout boxes from last night's tie. The faint scent of lavender from the candle Lena gifted me. Poisoned fruit from a serpent's tree.
I pourra whisky nit.
The burn grounding me. My phone buzzes, text from the team. Confusion laced with curiosity. Ignore. Instead, I fire up my laptop. VPN routed through a ghost server I set up in the afterlife's boredom.
Time to dig.
First target, Ethan. In my old life, he'd played the loyal understudy, all wide-eyed admiration while siphoning my ideas to his side hustle. But the secret? He wasn't just ambitious, he was desperate. Gambling debts from a Vegas bender, owed to the kind of sharks who don't accept IOUs. I discovered it too late, after he'd framed me to cover his tracks.
Now.
With a few keystrokes, I pull his bank records, hacked via a dark web contact from my freelance purgatory. Transfers to an offshore poker site, $150,000 in the red. Child's play. I draft an anonymous email, CCNG his bookie with Ethan's home address, and a polite reminder. Pay up or the Vanguard board sees your Ponzi side gig.
Send.
Watch the ripples. Next, Lena. My best friend, who testified against me in the espionage hearing. Tears streaming as she painted me the bitter has been. Her betrayal cut deepest, not for the backstab, but the lie she'd buried, our college pact, forged over cheap wine and dreams of changing skylines. She'd slept her way into Victor's inner circle years ago, trading dignity for a penthouse view. I'd overlooked the rumors, chalked it up to survival.
Fool.
Her emails to Bradley flirty, explicit, prove she's the puppet master, whispering Bradley's idiocies as genius to secure her spot. I compile a dossier, screenshots,
Timestamps.
even a grainy photo from a gala where she and Bradley vanished into a coat room. Not to ruin her outright. That's too merciful.
No.
I forward it to HR with a note. Diversity initiative or diversity lawsuit? Vanguard prides itself on Me Too optics. This? A powder keg. By midnight, the whiskey's gone. My eyes burning from screens. A knock, insistent, frantic. Through the peephole, Ethan, disheveled, rain-slicked hair plastered to his forehead. Scarlett, open up. We need to talk. I crack the door.
Chain on. Ethan.
Miss me already? His eyes dart.
Wild.
What the hell did you do? My account's frozen. And that email? Jesus. Scar. The guy's sending collectors to my door. I lean against the frame. Casual. Karma's a bitch.
Huh?
Remember how you forgot to CC me on that client pitch? Or the way you doctored my renderings to make them yours? He blanches. That was business. Victor wanted fresh blood. Fresh blood, like me. Bleeding out on a windshield. The words slip. Venomous. He frowns. Confused. Good. Keep him off balance. Look, I messed up.
Come back.
I'll vouch for you. We can fix this.
Fix this.
Like patching a bullet hole. I unchain the door. Step aside. Come in. Let's chat. He enters warily, shedding his coat. The apartment's dim, shadows pooling like accusations. I pour him a drink, spiked with truth serum.
Nah.
Just scotch. He downs it, pacing. Victor's furious. Says you're blackmailing him with old files. Is it true? The Queen's thing? Truer than your loyalty.
You see?
Crossing my legs. Tell me, Ethan, when did Lena recruit you? Sophomore year? Or was it after I pulled all-nighters, saving your ass on that thesis? He stops. Glass midway to lips. How? Ghosts talk. I smile. Or maybe I'm just better at connecting dots than you give credit.
Spill.
Or your bookie's getting your sister's number next. He crumples into a chair, head in hands. The floodgates open. Lena's web. Victor's cover-ups. Bradley's coke-fueled rages. Ethan's in too deep, laundering small bribes through fake vendors. The project's not just flawed, it's a front for laundering Langford dirty money from overseas deals. Jackpot. I record it all. Subtle phone cam rolling. Why me? Ethan? We were brothers in arms. He looks up, eyes glassy. You were too good.
Scar.
Victor saw you as a threat. Lena said. Push you out, or you'd push us all. Betrayal's bitter bloom in my chest. But I swallow it. This is intel, not therapy. Get out.
And Ethan?
Disappear from Vanguard by morning, or this tape goes viral. He stumbles out, leaving the door ajar. Rain lashes the window like applause. Phase 1, complete. But as I lock up,
A chill snakes my spine.
in the old life, paranoia was my undoing. Trust no one. Suspect everyone.
Now?
The game's afoot. And I'm the queen. Dawn breaks gray over the East River. My phone a battlefield of notifications. Vanguard stock dipped 2% pre-market. Whispers of internal strife leaking to Bloomberg. Lena's called 10 times. I let it ring. A burner buzzes. Anonymous tip from a concerned whistleblower.
Me?
Of course. Forwarded to the Times. Vanguard Dynamics. Green facade or money laundering sham? By noon, I'm in a midtown cafe. Incognito in oversized shades and a Mets cap. Nursing a flat white. Across the street, paparazzi swarm Vanguard's entrance, reporters hungry for scandal. Victor's presser is a farce, platitudes about team adjustments while his empire cracks. My real work's digital. I hit up old contacts, freelance hackers, jaded ex-employees from my past life's network. One bites, Jax, a wiry coder from Queens who'd owed me a favor after I vouched for his green card. Scarlett, thought you were blacklisted. What's the play? Langfords on a platter. Access their servers, payroll, emails, the works. Risky. Feds watch that shit. Make it untraceable. You're cut, 10% of whatever I squeeze. He laughs.
Gritty.
You're playing with fire.
Hale.
Been burned before. Send coordinates. Hours tick by in a haze of code reviews and caffeine. A text from an unknown. We need to meet. Coffee shop on 5th.
Now.
Lena. Predictable. I arrive early, staking a corner booth with eyes on the door. She sweeps in, designer trench dripping rain, face a mask of Botox and fury. Scarlett, you treacherous cunt.
She slides in.
Voice hiss low. What the fuck are you doing? Cleaning house. I stir my coffee. Casual. You first on the list. Her laughs brittle. After everything, I made you.
Bitch.
Pulled you from that hole-in-the-wall firm. Introduced you to Victor. Introduced me to your bedwarmer? Yeah. Thanks. I slide my phone across. The dossier glowing. Her eyes flick, horror. Then rage. Where did you? Doesn't matter. Resign. Or this hits every HR desk from here to DC. Title IX violation. Plus the affair? Vanguard's glass ceiling shatters. She leans in, nails digging the table. You think you're the victim? I clawed my way up in a boys' club that'd eat you alive. Bradley was a means. To an end. Like me. Pain flares. Old wounds raw. College nights. Her head on my shoulder. Vowing to smash patriarchy together.
Lies.
You testified. Lena. Sold my soul for promotion. Tears well, crocodile? Genuine? I had to. Ethan said you'd fold.
Take the payout.
Scar. We can fix.
No.
I pocket the phone. Walk away. Or I burn it all. She bolts, leaving a lipstick smear on the cup. Victory tastes like ash. Is this justice? Or just trading scars? Night falls. City lights a neon cage. I head to a dive bar in Hell's Kitchen. The kind with sticky floors and forgotten dreams. Jax meets me in the back. Laptop slung like a shield. Got it, he mutters, sliding a drive. Their whole dirty laundry. Bribes to inspectors. Falsified permits. Bradley's dealer logs. Victor's got ties to that Russian oligarch bust last year. My fingers tremble as I plug it in. Files cascade, irrefutable. The secret I'd chased in my dying days. Vanguard wasn't building futures, it was burying bodies. metaphorical, and maybe not. A whistleblower memo. And signed me. From the grave, details the Queen's collapse, substandard steel from a shell company Victor owned. Upload to WikiLeaks. Jax asks. Not yet. I pocket it. Need leverage. As he leaves, my phone rings blocked. Victor's voice. Silk over steel. MS.
Hail.
We should talk. About.
Your.
Contributions to our morning headlines. Meet me. The penthouse. 1 hour. Trap or olive branch. In the old life, I'd have ghosted.
Now,
knowledge is power. I hail a cab. The drive uptown a blur of rain-smeared lights. The Langford penthouse crowns the building like a crown of thorns, marble floors. Warhol prints. A view that mocks the city's ants below. Victor waits in the study. Scotch in hand. Bradley nowhere in sight. Scarlet. He gestures to a chair. Impressive. Ruthless. Even. Learned from the best. I perch on the edge. Alert. He chuckles.
Low.
Touché. You've uncovered. Indiscretions. Family matters. You understand. Family like the bribes that killed 12 in Queens. I lean forward. Or Bradley's experimental HR policies? His mask slips fury.
Raw.
You have no proof. I tap the drive in my pocket. More than enough.
Drop the project.
Dissolve Vanguard's green initiatives. Or it all goes public.
Feds. DOJ.
The works. He drains his glass. Eyes calculating. And your price. Nothing.
Lie.
Just. Start over. Clean. He nods.
Slow.
Agreed. But know this, revenge is a hollow crown. We shake his grip iron. Mine unyielding. As I leave. Elevator descending. Elation surges. It's over. Or so I think. 2 weeks later. The headlines scream. Vanguard CEO steps down amid scandal. Ethan vanishes. Rumors of a breakdown. Lena sues for defamation. But the emails bury her. Bradley? Rehab. Courtesy of mommy's money. I land a gig at a boutique firm in Soho. Real sustainable work.
Nos a dos.
But the twist? In my old life, death was the end. Here, on a crisp October morning, walking the High Line with coffee steaming, a figure approaches, familiar, impossible. Scarlet, my mother, dead 5 years from cancer, smiles, young, vibrant. Honey, you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. The world tilts. Not just me, reborn. The accident that took her?
Prevented?
My meddling rippled. Saved her. Tears blur the skyline. Revenge wasn't the win. Redemption was. I pull her into a hug, whispering, yeah.
Mom.
Everything's changed. For the first time, I believe it. But belief's a fragile thing, cracked by the first whisper of doubt. Mom's return, not rebirth, but a timeline shift. Her diagnosis caught early thanks to a Vanguard rival poaching my designs and funding a cancer screening drive. Feels like a gift wrapped in barbed wire. I want to savor it. These Sunday brunches in her sunlit kitchen. Her laughter filling the void she'd left. Yet every clink of silverware echoes with what-ifs. What if my vendetta's poison seeps back? Tainting this second chance? Works a bomb. At least. The Soho firm, Apex Innovations, is a scrappy collective of idealists, graphic walls scrawled with post, communal bikes chained outside, clients who actually give a damn about carbon footprints. My lead on the Brooklyn Navy Yard retrofit? It's pure joy. Solar-integrated warehouses. Green roofs blooming with native wildflowers.
No egos. No empires.
Just blueprints that breathe.
Still.
Paranoia nips at my heels. Victor's resignation was too clean, a golden parachute. Board seat at a think tank. Whispers say he's plotting a phoenix rise. Vanguard rebranded as Langford Legacy Partners. Bradley's out of rehab, posting yacht selfies from the Hamptons. And Lena? Her lawsuit's a smokescreen. Sources say she's ghostwriting Victor's memoir, spinning scandals into lessons learned. Ethan's the ghost that haunts most. Vanished after our chat.
No LinkedIn Tracy.
No digital footprint. I tell myself he's fled to some nowhere town, starting over with a busboy gig. Guilt? A sliver. He was weak. Not wicked at core. But weakness kills. As I learned. One evening, post-yoga haze in my upgraded one bed, freelance residuals finally cashed. A knock, soft, hesitant. Through the peephole, a ghost indeed. Ethan.
Gaunt.
Unshaven. Clutching a manila envelope like a lifeline.
Scarlet.
Please. Against every instinct screaming trap. I open the door. He steps in, eyes downcast. The envelope thrust forward. This is for you. Proof. I take it, wary. Inside, photos. Grainy but damning. Victor's study. Night shots of him, with suited goons. Briefcases exchanging hands. Timestamps post our deal. What is this? Insurance. He slumps onto the couch. Voice ragged. After you. Enlighten me. I couldn't just run. Hired a PI. Old poker buddy. Victor's not done. He's funneling residuals through Shell Core. Targeting your new firm. Apex? Their Navy Yard bid. He's undercutting with bribes to the EDC. My blood ices. Apex's pitch is tomorrow, sealed. Or so I thought. Why tell me now? Because you were right. His laugh's hollow. Karma.
And.
I owe you. That night in the bar.
You could have ended me. Didn't.
Pity stirs. Unwelcome.
Seat.
Explain. Over cold pizza and black coffee. The tale unfolds. Victor. Cornered. Doubled down. Recruited Bradley's old frat connections, shady financiers with mob ties, to sabotage rivals. Apex's eco-credentials? A threat to his legacy greenwashing. Ethan's PI caught a drop, $500,000 to an EDC commissioner. Earmarked to kill our bid. And Lena? I press. She's the architect. He spits the word. Victor's muse now. They're planning a takedown op, frame Apex for bid rigging. Plant falsified docs in your office. Rage boils.
Fresh.
Controversial decision time. Trust Ethan. The betrayer. Or go lone wolf. I choose hybrid verify. Then strike. You're in? Full confessional? He nods. Resolute. Redemption arc. Right? We sink burners. Plot like thieves. By dawn. I'm at the office early. Combing servers for intrusions. Nothing yet. But Jack's pings. Incoming breach attempt. IP traces to a Midtown VPN. Langford's stink. Counterhack. I feed them decoy files. Laced with trackers. Let them bite. The pitch meeting's electric, EDC suits in stiff collars. Our team radiating passion. I present. Voice steady. Visuals popping. Renderings of revitalized yards. Job creation stats. Biodiversity metrics.
Nods.
Questions hope flickers. Then, the commissioner clears his throat. Impressive. MS.
Hail.
But we've received concerns. Allegations of irregularities in your financials. The room stills. My heart sinks, frame job.
Live.
But I smile, sliding a thumb drive across. Funny you mention. We've got our own audit. Clean as a whistle. Yours, murmurs. He plugs it in, our decoy blooms on screen. But twist it. Transfers to consultants, memos with forged signatures.
Gasps.
This is planted, I finish. By Vanguard remnants. We've traced it, your inbox. Sir. See seat from a ghost account tied to Victor Langford. Chaos erupts, calls to legal. The commissioner's face ashen. Apex wins the bid by default. Scandal burying the competition.
Outside.
Rain slicks the streets. I text Ethan. Bagged. His reply, good. Now watch your back. That night. Mom's for dinner, roast chicken. Her famous apple pie. She eyes me over candles. You seem haunted.
Kiddo.
This new job, it's good. The best. Half-truth. I squeeze her hand. Just tying loose ends. She smiles. But worry lines crease. Don't let them define you.
Scar.
The past? It's gone. If only. Loose ends snag fast. 2 days post-win. Jax calls. Urgent. Your tracker's live. Meet at the pier midnight. The Brooklyn piers at night are a noir fever dream, fog rolling off the water. Sodium lamps buzzing like angry wasps. Freighters moaning in the distance. Jax waits by a rusted crane. Hoodie up.
Laptop glowing.
Got the drop, he says. Voice low. Victor's war room. Abandoned warehouse in Red Hook. Tonight. Lena. Bradley. The works. Adrenaline spikes. Going guns blazing? Cops? No. Evidence first. Drones? Already en route. He grins. Feral. We trek to Red Hook. Shadows are allies. The warehouse squats like a beached whale. Windows blacked out. A single Merc idling curbside. Victor's. Inside. Muffled voices. Lena's shrill timbre. Bradley's whine. My drone hums aloft.
Thermal cam piercing walls.
Heat blooms. 5 figures. Circling a table strewn with maps. Cash stacks. Victor at head. Gesturing. Our Navy Yard schematics. Marked for sabotage. Arson points. Structural weak spots. Bastards. Recording captures it all. Victor's monologue.
Oily.
Apex falls. We sweep in. Hails the key, break her. The rest crumbles. Lena, she's tougher than you think. That dossier? She played me. Bradley. Then we hit personal.
Family.
That cancer bitch mom. Rage blinds. I crashed the drone through a vent. Tiny kamikaze. Mike hot. Shouts erupt. They scatter like roaches. Sirens wail distant. Jax's anonymous 911. We melt into fog. Drive burning with footage. Back home. I upload to a secure drop.
Ci cingescere di oggi.
EPA. Every watchdog from here to DC.
Sleep? Impossible.
Dawn brings the storm. Raid on the warehouse. Victor cuffed on live TV, sputtering about misunderstandings. Lena arrested for obstruction. Bradley for possession. Coke bricks tumbling from his trunk. Ethan texts, clean sweep. I'm out, Canada. Thanks.
Scar.
Relief floods, but hollow. Mom calls, voice trembling. Honey, the news, your old boss? You okay? Safe, I lie. All good, but safety's illusion. That afternoon, a package arrives, no sender. Inside, a single photo. Me and Mom on the High Line, circled in red. Back, not over. Victor. From custody? Or a proxy? Paranoia reigns. Controversial call. Arm myself. I buy a Glock, legal. After the class, learn to shoot at a range in Jersey. The recoil, a therapy of bangs. Weeks blur. Apex thrives. My designs gracing billboards. Mom dates, a widower from her book club. Gentle.
Kind.
I almost believe in normal. Then, the twist sharpens. A meet with the DA. Langford's talking. Immunity deal. Says you orchestrated it all, blackmail. Hacks. Evidence.
The drive.
My insurance. But Victor's flipped it, claims I framed him to steal the project. Lies, I say. Voice steal. Check the timestamps. They do.
Cleared.
But the seed sown. Doubts. Audits on Apex. Stress mounts, Mom notices. Pushes therapy. I go. Once, spilled to a shrink about work trauma. She nods. Revenge cycles destroy the Avenger. Prophetic. Climax bruise in a blizzard. December 24. Tip. Victor's bail hearing. Off-books powwow at a private club in the village. I go alone. Wired. Snow muffling steps. The club's velvet draped. Cigar haze thick. Victor holds court in a back booth. Free on bond. Cronies flanking. Lena, bailed too, clings to his arm. Alliance of vipers. I slip in. Coat collar high. Booth adjacent. Voices carry. Hails the linchpin. Take her out permanently. That SUV trick? Worked once. Ice floods veins. The accident. Ethan's tip-off. But Victor's order. My death. Orchestrated. Enough. I stand. Approach. Ghost in the flesh. Evening. Victor.
Gasps.
He pales. Then smirks.
Scarlet.
Ballsy. Or suicidal. I slide into the booth uninvited. Heard you reminiscing. Nostalgic for my blood on the asphalt. Lena hisses. Get out.
No.
I pull the wires remote, live stream to DOJ. Smile for the feds.
Confess.
Panic ripples. Victor lunges, grabs my wrist. Twisting. You little. Fight or flight. I knee him. Hard. Years of self-defense paying off. Chaos. Punches. Overturned tables. Sirens screaming closer. Cops burst in.
Cuffs clicking.
Victor dragged. Roaring. She's the monster.
Me?
Bruised. But standing. Lena glares daggers. This isn't over. Scar. In the squad car. I laugh, manic.
Relieved.
It is. Or is it? The aftermath's a whirlwind of depositions and headlines. Architect unmasks corruption ring. Vanguard founder faces life. Victor's empire crumbles. Assets seized. Trials looming. Lena flips. Testifies for leniency. Her memoir deal evaporating like morning fog. Bradley? Disinherited. Slinks to Florida. A trust fund parasite in flip-flops. Ethan? A postcard from Vancouver. New life. Oh, you eternity. Apex booms, government contracts rolling in. My name etched in sustainability lore. Mom's wedding set for spring. Her glow infectious. To fresh starts, she toasts at our pre-hen brunch. Mimosas bubbling. I clink, smiling. To us. But echoes linger. Nightmares replay the crash. Tires screeching. Ethan's voice on the line, Scar. Pull over. It's a setup, too late. Therapy helps. Unpacking the rage. But forgiveness? Slippery as Hudson ice. Spring thaws. Cherry blossoms dusting the park. I'm sketching in a cafe, next big project. A resilient coastal community upstate, when my phone buzzes. Unknown, meet me. Central Park. Bethesda Terrace.
Noon.
Truth awaits. A friend.
Curiosity.
That old foe. I go, weaving through tourists. The angel statue looming like judgment. A woman waits, mid-40s. Sharp bob. Coat like armor. Not Lena. Not anyone I know.
Scarlett Hale.
Her voice is crisp. Accented, British?
Yeah.
You the friend? She hands a folder.
Slim. Read.
Then decide. Inside, clippings from 23. Pre-crash. My espionage trial, articles I'd buried. But highlighted, a sidebar on Victor's philanthropy, donations to a women's shelter. And a photo me, younger, accepting a check on behalf of the firm. What is this? Context. She sits on the bench. Eyes steady. Victor didn't start as a monster. Built Vanguard from nothing.
Post-recession.
You were his golden girl, until Bradley. I stiffen. Save the sympathy.
No.
She leans in.
I'm Claire Lanford.
His wife. The world tilts. Victor's trophy?
No, ex.
From the obits I'd skimmed. Divorced 15. Acrimonious. Why now? Closure. Her laughs wry. He confessed. In custody. The SUV? Not just greed.
You.
Reminded him of me. Ambitious. Unyielding. He feared you'd eclipse him. Take his legacy like I almost did. Bitterness curdles. So he kills me? For ego? Worse. She slides another photo. Victor. Young. With a girl, her. Radiant. We had a daughter. Lost her to leukemia.
10.
You. Pushing green initiatives? Echoed her passion. He twisted it, saw thread in your light. Tears prick unbidden. Not pity for him, but the fractured man behind the mask. Doesn't excuse murder. Nothing does.
She stands.
But understand, revenge? It freed you, but chained him. He's broken.
Scar.
Begging for a plea, community service, therapy. I crumple the photo. Good for him. As she leaves, words hang. Forgive. If not for him, for you. Forgiveness. Controversial as hell. I walk the loop. Lake glittering. Ducks oblivious. Call mom. Lunch. We meet at a deli. Her beaming over pastrami. Nerves for tomorrow? Her wedding eve. Always. I hesitate.
Mom.
If someone hurt you, deep, could you let go? She chews thoughtful. Hurts a teacher, not a warden. Let go means carrying less. Simple. Profound. Trial day dawns muggy. Courthouse steps mobbed. I testify, calm. Factual. The rebirth unspoken. But the fire in my veins real. Victor takes the stand. Shackled. Diminished. Eyes meet mine, not ice, but shattered glass. I'm sorry, he mouths. No sound. But it lands. Verdict. Guilty. 25 to life. No drama. Just gavels crack.
Outside.
Reporters swarm. I slip away. To the High Line full circle. There. Sketching the skyline. Ethan appears, flesh. Not postcard. Heard about the trial. Flew in. I hug him. Brief. Vancouver suits you? Coding for a co-op. You? Building. We sit. Legs dangling. Missed this. Me too.
Pause. Scar.
That night. The call. I tried to warn you. I know. Forgiveness.
Tentative.
We're good. Summer unfurls golden. Mom's wedding's a garden affair. Vows under oaks. Her in lace. Him teary. I catch the bouquet. Laugh it off. But wonder. Apex expands. I'm partner now. Jetting to conferences. TEDx whispers. One night. Gala in DC, suits and schmooze. A man approaches. Silver fox. Warm eyes. Admire your work. Emis.
Hail.
The Navy Yard? Game changer. Flattery. I tease.
Truth.
Dinner follows. Sparks. His name, Reed. Nonprofit head. Fighting the same fights. Dates blur to months. Hikes in the Catskills. Lazy Sundays with his rescue mutt. Love. Scary. Post-betrayal. But he listens.
Nos a dos.
Fall 25. Leaves aflame. Reed proposes on the pier. Jax's old spot. Ring simple. View eternal. Build with me? Tears.
Yes.
Mom weeps at the news. Ethan's best man toast slays. But the final twist? Winter solstice. Snow blanketing the city. A letter arrives. Prison postmark. Victor, sparse. Shaky script. Scarlet. Claire visited. Told you truths. I was the architect of ruins, mine.
Yours.
No excuse. Only regret. Your light indoors, let mine fade. Use this. Attached check. Shelter donation. For the daughter I lost. The one you honor. Forgive? Unlikely. But live free.
VL.
I burn it. Ashes to wind. Not forgiveness, release. New Year's. Rooftop party, Apex crew. Mom and stepdad. Ethan with a girl from his co-op. Reed's arm warm around me. Fireworks burst. Colors shattering night. To second chances. To revenge's end. Life's beginning. I lean into him, whispering, everything changed, and damn if it didn't.